Hi everybody and welcome to Megan Homesteading. My name is Shalithia and today we're going to do a little something different. We're usually concentrating on the homestead, outside, and what's going on there. Today we're going to look at some ivies because they're really easy to grow indoors and they do some things for you. So what an ivy does is it really is easy to grow, first of all. So this is really great for those of you that don't think that you can grow anything or maybe have a small apartment. You just want to work on actually nurturing something, growing something. That would be great because ivies are really easy to keep alive. Now I say that and some of you are like, I've never kept an ivy alive in my life. I understand. I was there at one point. I pretty much killed everything. But you just got to keep going. You can't get disheartened and you just got to keep going. So what we have here today is some ivy sprouts, okay? They purify the air and they look really pretty in your house too because they will start vining out and you can just run them along things. Now be careful because they will end up growing into your walls, so you want to keep them trimmed and in good condition. If you put them outside, they will grow outside as well. You have to be careful because we had one by a tree this last year. And it actually started growing into the tree. And then whenever you go to pull it out, it has some pretty good barbs going on. So let's just jump into this. John helped me prep this morning and helped throw all the water out of these. Because this is how I like to start them. And we're just going to look at this one because it is nice. Do you see this system right here? It's a root system. But you'll look at the end right here and you'll see that it's yellowing a bit. And we're going to put them in dirt today because we put them in water to cause them to start sprouting on these modulars here. You see this? This could probably be cut off and sprouted. It has tiny modules here. And I don't know if that's the scientific correct name for it. I'm not that kind of sciencey person, but I can tell you how to do this stuff. So we want to cut this part off because we want to get rid of anything that's not good. And then you still have that root here, so that is good. And then we're going to just set this aside right here for a sec. And we're going to look at this one. This one, again, has some good roots growing out of it. Really awesome. It does have a little divot here, but eventually that's going to grow out and you can just cut that off. So, and I think it gives us some character myself. So we're going to cut that one off and we are going to set this one off to the side. We're going to set the little container with it so that way we know that that goes there. Now we're going to go to this one. This one has one big long root here. We do have a little bit of yellow here. And I'm just going to cut that off, and we want to make sure that all of that's off. And we're going to set that right there. Alright, and we're going to keep doing this down the line. Now, some of these are going to be interesting, and some of these I might not be able to save. But that's okay, because it doesn't matter if it comes from the same plant, you're going to have issues with some of this. So we'll watch these closely over the next several weeks, and then once they're good and started in the soil, then we're going to give them away as presents or maybe sell them if people would like, if somebody wants to buy them. Okay, and this right here is another root, and you can see that these tiny ones, they could actually root too. So if I end up having to cut this off completely, I will cut it off up to here, and we'll try to root this. So, we're going to just keep doing this, guys. This one's very interesting because it's really, really started to do an interesting thing. It's got roots everywhere. And look, it's got the little ridges. So that's very interesting. I am a bit concerned about this part right here, but I'm not sure that I want to... Okay, we're just going to separate that. I'm kind of scared because I don't want to cut the roots, but I do want to get this last little part off, so I am going to go ahead and cut that one root anyways, set cut it off to the side. And this is just a knot, and I'm not sure, it's got to be some part of the ivy. So we'll just keep a close eye on some of these things. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to put this one over here, I think, because this is a little guy, so he doesn't need a huge amount of ivies in him. And then look, we've got bunches of roots here. We're going to have to trim these and cut these a little bit here. That gets rid of that. And I'm doing it kind of right to left, backwards, but you know, I'll at least know, and you'll know, which way we're going here. Alright? And I just buy these containers whenever I find them in town. I think they're cute. Wherever you find cute containers. And this one, guys, is barely rooting right here. And so that, but see, this one's not rooting at all. So actually, I'm going to cut it off up to the nub here, because this is actually looking like it's going to sprout here and here. So we will use that part as our thing. So we'll be right back. We'll get some dirt put in these. I'm not going to bore you guys with putting some organic soil in here. And then we will just poke the ivies down, and we'll have a bunch of ivy starters. Hey guys, welcome back. Alright, so we have our containers filled with dirt, and so all we do from here is we go ahead and we slip them down in the dirt. All the way down, guys. And I'm just going to do this one because this is actually one of my favorite containers. I think it's really cute. And so you just want to dig down, and I'm going to end up having to sweep my floor. No, I'm just joking. I am messy, so I do have to sweep the floor. But, so then now, these little guys are in. Voila. And then, of course, you're going to want to water them. They do like water, obviously. I mean, they start in water, so it kind of makes a lot of sense, right? So we're going to give that a couple of weeks, make sure that it takes root in the soil. Usually once they're rooted in the water, we have no problems. But I brought one of the other ivies over so I can kind of show you guys how easy it is to grow these things in water or in whatever. So guys, I don't know how well you can see this, but this is all root. All of it is root. And it is literally just in tap water is what it is, which I need to put some more water in it, but we'll do that after the fact. Alright, and this guy, he will grow forever, and you can take this and you can put it across like the top of your cabinet, make it into a trellis, whatever, or whenever it starts getting long. We've actually lost some leaves here. It is in the middle of winter, so they don't get as much sunlight as they do during the summer months. And you want to put them by a window so they get sunlight, because all plants like sunlight. Well, pretty much all plants like sunlight. I guess I shouldn't say all. I don't know about all kinds of plants. So what we're going to do is, I have 2 more containers right here that I have filled with water before we came back. And what we'll do is we're going to find an end here. You see all of these little modules? Oh, it is like a heavenly, heavenly thing right here. So, I don't know. Maybe I want to make it a little bit longer. I think we're going to go here, because I like to make them a little long. That way, if these do start turning yellow or possibly rotting, because you will find that they'll turn really dark, like almost a black color. So you're going to just pop it in the water. And yes, the leaves are in the water. Sometimes they're a little cantankerous because, well, you just cut them off of a vine and they were growing this way or that way. And now you've kind of got to retrain them. But see, these even grow back up almost. So ivy ivies are just very, very interesting. They're very easy to grow, and they purify your air. So they're really good for indoors. And I'm not going to torture you guys by planting each one of these in this video, but I did kind of want to show you from start to finish how we do this. These will be checked in a couple of weeks whenever we're looking and seeing how these are doing. We'll see if these are rooting. Sometimes they root within several days. Sometimes it takes a couple of weeks. You do want to keep changing out your water because you know that it can get a little cloudy, and if it gets cloudy, it's probably not as good. So you're going to want to change out your water periodically throughout this. So maybe once a week you want to change out your water. And until next time, I think that's about it for the ivy. And we're going to have some more planting, some more garden planting whenever the weather permits. It is actually raining and supposedly supposed to ice later this evening. So not a good day for us to be outside playing in the rain. So until next time, you guys have a wonderful week, and we'll catch up later. Bye for now. Hi, everybody, and welcome to...
Welcome to... You have made it to the big time. You now have a cutscenes and action take 33.